I want to break down the Alabama rig with you. And this thing, yeah, there's a lot of different ones, as you can see. This is something that there's been a lot of controversy about. There's been a lot of people that think that you shouldn't be able to throw it, that you should be able to throw it. It's what I'm going to call like a niche bait or a niche presentation, where I was right in the middle of this whole thing when it first came out. When it first came out, it was pretty ridiculous. Like, you could throw it anywhere and catch bass on it. Like, it was crazy. And I've seen that happen with the vibrating jig. You know, I've seen it happen with the soft stick bait. I've seen it happen with a lot of stuff. Typically then when those things come off their little high horse where they work all the time, so to speak, Whopper Plopper was another one of them. They kind of fall down into their niche. But when they're a bait or a presentation like that, that's really, really good, that really like comes in and like dominates the professional tournament scene for a little while, they usually don't go away. And that's why I call them a niche bait, because they fall down into their little niche. The Alabama rig, its niche that it's fallen into is kind of two different things. Bill, will you go to the next slide on here? There's small ones, there's big ones, but obviously what it's fallen into, and we'll talk all about the rigs and all about the stuff, but just so everybody's kind of following along with me, where this thing really shines now is cold water and clear water, with the one exception of that being suspended fish. You can still catch suspended fish on an Alabama rig when the water's warm, like post-spawn through the summer, when in a lot of the places, like a lot of you guys said, you fish Kentucky Lake. I've had some great success with an Alabama rig on Kentucky Lake in cold water conditions and warm water conditions. But as the slide back here shows, there's massive variations between of all the things, the different Alabama rigs there is out here. Like this one's got a lot of teasers on it, you know, and obviously it's really, really big. You know, this one's the little small guy. And actually these, you can kind of see those ones in my hand up there. You know, that's a small rig like this, but the baits on that one are about the size of the jig head. So there's a lot of different things you can do with these. But these are basically just, you know, two of the sizes, and there's a million things in the middle. You know, between these are the two extremes. There's a lot of things in the middle. Obviously, there's a lot of different tackle that you want to work on. You know, that these will work on. Not that you want to work on, that these will work on. Obviously lighter and heavier. For these great big ones, you know, you have to have big tackle. You know, you got to have a flipping stick. I don't like to use braid that much for fishing these, and the only reason is because I seem to get more bites when I use monofilament, well, fluorocarbon in particular. So you guys follow along with me here a little bit. I have to ask myself, with all those friggin' wires on that thing, why would it make any difference for using braid and fluorocarbon? Yeah, I literally don't know why, but all I know is when I first started throwing these big ones like this, I was like, I mean, there's $40 there, you know, probably. So I was like, I'm throwing that sucker on braid because I don't want to break it off because I'm throwing $40 out there. And I would catch some fish on it, but not nearly, you know, what I thought should be going on. And every time I would switch and put fluorocarbon on there, I would always get more bites. This is getting pretty technical, and I'm going to get sidetracked just for a second, but this is just something that is an opinion of mine. I think you guys should hear it. Braided line is just that. It's braided, so it's not smooth. And I swear that when you're using a moving bait, which like that is a bait that you're reeling, I swear that braided line puts off some kind of weird like feeling in the water because it's not smooth, where the fluorocarbon's smooth and just kind of slides through the water undetected. To me, I think when you're reeling something on braid, and especially like I would throw that on 65.
It's Mike Iaconelli. This is Bash UTV.
Here's what's awesome about Bash UTV.
You get the top instructors.
Real tools that help you catch more fish consistently.
And that's why you want to check out Bash UTV.
Join the Bass U family.
Welcome to Bash UTV.